So all of these teams coming in from the north now are going to have to start pushing their way down that bridge, under it, maybe on it, or above it. They're going to have to fight for just a spot, but it's going to be really tough.
Maney with the Sheila, say hello to my little friend. Start a fight, aren't going to start anything. They're going back to the lobby. Black Hand are going to meet them. So is ATH. 7 squads left, and Northception are playing so well off this cliff.
Northception, now that they've cleared everyone out on the southern side, have a fantastic spot. You can see just they've got a bit of a head glitch. It's not the best one ever, it's not the sharpest, but they can play down that ramp here and pick them up when they need to. Onyx, who have been sitting in this middle building for quite some time. Shady with the sick armor swap here to keep this alive.
Scream 1 gets it done, and they also get looted at the same time. Complexity in shambles themselves, trying to get away as Northception want to get involved in this fight. Prowler in hand, Gold extended heavy mag for Satuki. Maybe they'll look on the other side to see who's trying to get away on the feedback tower. You can't run from me. 9-1-50 done.
No!
Complexity out of this lobby. 5 squads left.
Raz, what were you doing out there? They have such a nice little spot. Just a little bit of an overextension there from the APAC North player. I don't think they got the full kill though. Maybe they can get him back up there. There you go. It's a quick revive and CR aren't punished.
A little bit of a slowdown too. Looking at the open space of what this circle provides. Onyx hiding in the back. Perception, understanding they can play off the head glitch and the natural landscape here to get out of the LOS of the squads that are playing around the truck over on the east side, which is going to be most of the middle order.
So Crazy Raccoon, they've got a Valkyrie. They can sit down the bottom for as long as they want and then take that Skyward dive out at the end. Onyx playing with the Bangalore, hopefully have enough smoke left in the canister to just walk, leapfrog their way out now that they've won that middle bridge.
That or the creeping barrage there too would absolutely be amazing here. Seeing how the cat wall has already been called in. Onyx Esports are looking to make their next stand, their next rotation. Crazy Raccoon still playing right underneath them. How are they going to get out? They're probably going to have to crawl, but if they do, I mean, maybe the cat wall could give them some sort of insurance, but it's still going to put them in the line of sight of Northception. As you can see, the Black Hole getting called in this fight, taking different angles. Northception also trying to deal with Go next at the same time. Crazy Raccoon in a lot of trouble. Only needing a partner. Onyx going to capitalize as much as they can from this, taking them out. Middle order next. It was only up to 1 tappy from that squad, and we have our final 3 squads left in the lobby. It's Northception, Onyx, and Go Next left.
Tied it as he yeets that black hole out, and see you later, Crazy Raccoon. Northception now taking the gravity lifters to try and avoid some damage, but it feels like Onyx, while they still have a little bit of cover, are going to be doing well. Go Next have been playing this RV very, very well. You can't hide from the gun clusters. It's going to not let you sit in a corner. It will continue to do damage. And now, can Bambino come up with the clutch here and win?
BUZ Bambino playing around the knockdown. Don't flub it, and he does. Northception, take it. Game number 1, play perfectly behind a knockdown. Looking at a nice overlook at Optic Gaming, who are sitting in the exact choke point that I wanted them to sit at originally. It's the high ground that they rotated off of their original fight that costed Vexed this game here. Now they're going to be able to hang out here and try to contest the other squads that want to rotate outside of Harvester, specifically Go Next, that are playing right underneath them.
Optic is essentially the only team in the ring right now. As you can see, everyone else is on the periphery. They have to move in. Various bits of cover available to all of them. But really, I'd say teams with Bangalore are going to be really happy here because they've at least got some kind of cover, even if it's not physical.
Not physical, at least MTY have those air barriers to work with. The missile swarm, nice! Catching Satuki right behind that rock. The beam between the R9. He's got the meatball slinger with the L-Star. MTY Whites looking to control this rock, looking at what's happening on the other side. Destroys the Jenny from that other team. I believe that was Black Hand here. They're facing off against Aurora on the other side, but without any of these teams trying to over-contest. The moment that fight starts, Optic Gaming are going to profit.
Yeah, look at this. The high ground on the rock giving them angles. MDY White, the crowd was optimistic for them there, but they are the next to fall. 4 teams left alive. Optic, Blackhand, Go Next, and Aurora fighting this out.
Skittle getting into position, the arc star to force that player off to the left side. The option coverage just in case to allow the rest of the option to swing on these players here. Gets into the flank, finishes off Blackhand so quick and efficient. Optic Gaming, good morning, hello, welcome, because they are looking great. Catwalk going up, but the fight's happening on the bottom. It's going to be Aurora.
Go next going up against Aurora here. Optic don't even have to commit their catwalks. Get rid of Blackhand. That was so easy for them, and it feels like the rest of the game is going to be as well. The other two teams griefing each other. Optic Gaming seem to have so many options, but Skittles is down.
He was out of position right there. He had no idea there was somebody behind him. He thought that maybe there was a straggler on the low ground. He was separated from Knocked and Dropped. Knocked and Dropped trying to capitalize to prevent the Brez from coming in. You see the two knocks here, but it's just these two squads alone. Aurora versus Optic Gaming. It's going to be the last one from Aurora taken down. Optic Gaming put their name on the board, taking game number 2 on World's Edge. And they played split up tier 2. Look at where OJ Rain is holding onto the height right now. Playing off the water barrels here. Going to be able to rain some extra pressure from the low ground now before he's forced to drop off. Because he's in a line of sight of other teams that are on the other side of Dome. Specifically Riddle Order, MDY White. Startup by Esports. Complexity in this fight. Fire Beavers playing on the outside while Morals to the fighting has been happening inside of this building.
Complexity versus Firebee, there's North Eption. I'm so keen to see how that the composition does towards the end of this game. Complexity have just got some shadows to hide in right now. That buys time for these ultimate accelerants to go out on the field. Wants to have that creeping barrage ready.
Man, that exhibit just helped out so much in knowing exactly where that team was going to approach from the outside here. Monsoon finishes off. Fire Beavers getting sent out the lobby. 6 squads left.
I mean, Monsoon looks like he's been hit in the face, but it's him doing the king hitting right now for Complexity. They have got that southern side. You can see just to their west, North Eption are set up, but this circle's going to finish right in the middle, Mickey. This is going to be such a fun one to watch. All teams currently sitting in the buildings will have to eventually make their way out. North Eption can't do it. Sheila ringing out.
Say hello to my little friend here. The Sheila roaring through. Gets to restabilize here. The Nemesis, he's got to heal up. He's playing behind the knockdown. The Doctor gets sent out. We see the slide jump coming in. MDY White playing for their lives, popping the Phoenix hit, successfully so. The rebound now as App gets taken out. 1 member left. The Ring putting in the pressure. You can't fly anywhere as the mosquito flutter comes in. But look who has the height. It's going to be Complexity.
Final ring closes in. Riddle, they've taken up position. Not only do they have height here, they have position in the middle, but it's just the height advantage for Complexity that they're trying to deal with. The smokes go up. This is a great option to try and stall this out until Complexity have to go down on top of the lava.
They have 15 kills right now. Complexity are rolling with momentum, but the position that you mentioned, they have to traverse through this open lava. Evac tower to jump right through to take minimal damage here.
Okay, the zipline goes out, the sky nades are coming through, a couple in the backpack here for Complexity. The bat goes off for Luda. Riddle taking up angles on all sides, but it's not a great trade here. Let's go Complexity. Can they push it through? Luda down first. Monsoon, it might be up to him.
Don't turn your back, Riddle Order. They may be Luba. Mind on the low ground, giving Riddle Order the dub for game number 3. Nice swinging Greek. Highlighted it, giving them the energy. Do the wave in the crowd as Riddle Order. They're here to stay.
The 4 squads remaining. Glitch Energy to the north and Dreamfire holding the right side of the zone. It's an extreme power position. Look at Peta. Look at Roy. They are gonna make wonders here.
Very little room for Leave No Witnesses to enjoy. Dreamfire, as you said, in a commanding position, but their focus is so far to the south. Glitch have the opportunity to flank. The Fire Beavers go down, and it's up to Roy to keep Dreamfire defended well.
They need to take up as much space as possible there because everyone is essentially pointing at each other. And Dreamfire, they came into this game in 16th place. If they take this win, it could be enough to trajectorize them forward into the top 10.
LNW now missing one. Dreamfire know there's only one other trio left in the lobby. Can they clutch this win, push themselves into the next round? Keep themselves away from elimination. Dreamfire, that's going to be determined now. As we said, keeping Glitch Energy at bay is going to be the determining factor of this fight. Look out for those triple headshots. Look out for the single burst that can change a game.
I mean, Glitch in 19th place with 3 games remaining. This
Roy.
is what they need as well. I mean, he's just a menace with the triple take right now. You are having commanding peaks anytime he gets up there. He's just looking to put as much pressure on Glitch as he can. And as that final round starts to close, our teams are going to have to essentially crawl up close to each other. But with Renatricky on the Watson, just needs to keep fencing as much as possible, but that bow check bow, similar to the triple take, is going to be enough to get that pressure from mid-range.
One headshot can change everything, but Rena's not connecting for right now, and as you said, Watson is going to be really important. That ability as it gets a little tough, but LNW push! Now it's just 2 squads left, and Glitch have nowhere to work with. You said it yourself, Dreamfire need to take space. Both squads need to do it. A Catalyst Wall is the perfect initiation to the fight, and Dreamfire take the south while Glitch take the north.
Here we go, Roy, making it work. We know just how vital that Prowler is in these endgame circles, but Pita's gotta get up, and Glitch Energy, they're taking a lot of damage. Dreamfire has all the help. Pita going down to a little bit of a 2v3. Roy, you gotta clutch this up. Let's go!
Almost takes it, but Glitch turn things around. The hope of South America, and there, Zilash celebrating the win. Our South American girls. He's young, he's wholesome, and he's goddamn good at the game. Fire Beavers own the roof, and it's a wonderful capitalization from them off of what could have been just a nothing knock. 8 squads left at this point, and we are going to jump down to 5 or less as the next ring closes. That tiny bit of mill is left in, and my big question, Tiff, is what are Optic going to do with this? They've already had a wonderful game today. Doubling up on that would be big for them, and they have the position to do so.
They do have the position, but talking about positions, look at J-Links. They needed a strong performance, right? They've been holding the northern building of Bill. They called it perfectly. And Dreamfire, they have to move. 24 seconds remaining, but Onyx has made their way from the bridge straight into Dreamfire. This is pivotal.
Indestructible Seer ult on the inside for Dreamfire, but with Onyx holding around the outside, there's not a lot left. This Catalyst Wall lets Dreamfire rotate, however, destroying the opposite. Ult and shot! Eliminating Onyx Esports, wiping them off the face of the map. Nobody even saw it happen, Tiff.
That was the quickest fight against Onyx. A team that placed 7th in Split 1 playoffs is getting annihilated here in Elimination Round 1. Now, with that cover from the Dark Veil going to dissipate soon, they're going to have to worry about all of the teams. You saw Fire Beavers on the roof, but Easy Flash from Black is still able to be alive as well.
And the Trident that was placed here earlier is going to be a huge lifeline for Dreamfire. They do have a little while left on Catalyst Wall, but the Dark Veil is being charged up by ulting cells, and they are pumping into pipe for that continued temporary cover during the next zone close.
There we go, 3MZ gonna find Easy Flash, and just like that, Blackhand eliminated. We're down to the final 4 as Aurora falls out finally from their neighbors, Optic Gaming.
It's exactly as we said, 2 squads still persisting, Optic Gaming and Fire Beavers sharing space. Dreamfire, however, have taken so much of the map under their control. Pite should never be able to push up this far, but now he has the priority over this building, and Dreamfire have Catalyst Wall charged up again. This should be their game to win.
Well, let's check in with them and see. Let's get a Dreamfire listen in.
动啊！为什么要动？啊？我们走这边好不好？走这边才能吃鸡。百丽还是走你那边，你有大吗？有大可以隔着边。没到。过来跟我。过来跟我。皮的。头顶可以打，头顶架死之后这边给大，我们往前走。架头顶。两个试一下。打烂点。 我5秒 Q，5秒 Q， 加，对差第二，懂吗？
看左边，看左边。
我们要不爆了吧？真的。可以，要不爆了，给哥，给他爆了。哥。好菜，瞄了，爆了，过来。可以接，换甲，爆了吧，来，爆了，过来，你就不要赢了，有电话，稳一下，别动，打，回 Q， 点一步，来，掏了，操，觉得，来我这，我看你
好，我觉得，慢慢打，
我操，没招，有电网，全部都是电网啊。
Oh my God, what an insane endgame. If you are a J-Lings fan, if you are a Dreamfire fan, this is the action that you came for. JD Onyx Esports, they came into the final game in 9th place, have moved themselves up to 6th, but Blackhand, they were in 10th. This is a pivotal thing here. Look at J-Lings. J-Lings and Blackhand are the only two teams in the next zone, and they need to take each other out. Let's jump into a listen-in with J-Lings.
Both teams are alive. I know, but they're gonna die. That's my point. Like, they have to push.
Listen to me. Once this team's dead, we need to take space on the rock, okay, Nax?
Yes, I'm going to do that when this team dies. Is it?
No, I think they're gonna fight. I don't think they're gonna come to us. I'm gonna look at them though, just in case. Wait, one got knocked here, maybe kills. Only one of you look,
Okay, I'm looking right now. I'm looking right.
Nax. Jay, watch building, I'm gonna EMP for you, Jay.
You want me to play here?
Yeah, do it, Nax. Wait.
No, they're playing here.
There's a kill here, maybe, Nax. I'm gonna play with Nax, Jay. Jay, you anchor, I'm gonna go play with Nax.
Yep. He's play with me. I got no bus, I'm setting.
I got no bus either.
Yeah, keep shooting left. Yeah, the Kraber, careful.
Yeah. I'm gonna go back.
Get it, kill.
Oh, this is going to be tough, and they need to hold here, but you got a good look at how they're going to play this. But the fact is, MTY White was able to get out of the building and effervescently move forward, but not before getting cracked. But they are going straight into the hands of Optic Gaming, and they are going to be eliminated.
J-Lings have so much space, not very much cover, but fortunately enough for them, they get to watch all of this happen. It's the Optic who have the pressure on them, sitting outside the building with few ways in, a Kraber in their hands. Blackhand needs to perform extraordinarily well, and Strafing Flame sitting on Seer has the ultimate cooldown that will determine so much for them, because Blackhand need information like nothing else.
They were 10th place coming into the final match, sitting in 8th currently, but who knows how much this can shake up, especially with J-Lings, who came in just behind Blackhand, still in the lobby.
Blackhand been comfortable so far. A couple seconds left, however, and with Optic starting to contest Onyx on high ground, this is very third-partyable. They have to be aware that Blackhand are seconds away from jumping on them. It's a triple silence that comes through from above, but with the conservative play we've seen, Optic are still safe. Until this building is fully out, they've got at least something to play.
You know, honestly, Optic at this point, they are already qualifying for winner's bracket. They're just here to potentially shake up a couple teams' gameplay for the end. And 9 eliminations, and here we go to the high ground with the Kraber. Gonna not connect on that one. Doesn't matter. Pulls out the R9 and makes it happen. Now Shady's going to get knocked, and they're forced off the low ground. Dropped false.
Skittlecake's at the perfect angle, but somehow Dropped has been picked. It's J-Lings on the outside that still controls so much of this map. Fence line is available. Beautiful Catalyst wall up on height to allow Optic to recover. And from below, it's Blackhand to start pushing up. Blackhand, who have 20 seconds to finish the kills on height, but can't access the outside of the building.
No, they're trying to heal up, and they're going to have to push outside the ring, but we're getting a little bit of a heal up because they don't want to give the kills to the other team. Oh, they're going for it. They are going for it right into the
5 squads remaining. Alliance hold the northwest, FNACTIC on the northeast, TSM here on the east side, LG Chivas on the south, and then 100 Thieves are dead center, bang in the middle at the crates they took quite some time ago. The problem for 100 Thieves is all the angles they can be seen from right now. You can see them dancing from crate to crate, finding anything to get behind.
But the one thing that's going to stop people from poking you, from prodding, from trying to take that spot away, is a Kraber. Everybody in this lobby will know that Vaxxlon has that thing in his hands. Shots would have been fired, damage would have been dealt. So everyone is afraid to poke. Everyone is afraid to try and take the spot away from 100T. Vaxxlons have so much responsibility right now with this gun.
15 seconds till zone closes. All the other teams are outside of this circle right now except 100 Thieves, so they've just got to try and keep their eyes peeled, decide where they're going to focus, and just make sure they're listening to those gunshots. Can they help? Can they third party to try and get rid of a couple of teams? As now squads are starting to make their move. TSM will try and delete out of the sky as FNACTIC lose one.
FNACTIC won a game yesterday by taking to the skies, but this time the lobby is wise to it. They will be eliminated. The Dark Veil goes out from TSM. They're trying to cut the zone in half. LG are behind them though, trying to mirror, effect an Alliance trying to move up themselves as LG make the approach from the north.
Alliance and TSM, two of our biggest hitters in the tournament so far. Last time they faced each other in groups, it was TSM who had more points than Alliance, but very rarely do we get to see giants like this go toe-to-toe in a final circle, but we still have LG Chivas and 100 Thieves trying to threaten a victory here. Things slow down ever so slightly because every squad has found a little bit of space to play here.
And everybody is safe. Everyone's found somewhere to play. Nobody's taken damage, only FNACTIC fell on that rotate. As 100 Thieves and TSM rub shoulders with each other.
Oh, they get
100 Thieves
silenced.
finally gonna get silenced, gonna get focused as TSM try and make the play to take the dots back.
Backboard's gone down, Effect has got the opener, and now TSM will march on in and say, we can take this spot, we can take this position, and they've done so well, but they have to stay healthy. Howl goes down, and 100 Thieves get eliminated.
Black Hole's gonna be dragging Rex in as well. TSM trying to survive, they will be eliminated. We're down to our final two teams. It's LG versus Alliance as LG march forward.
Alliance did get the swaps though, and now we're going to see caustic barrels go down. Is there going to be a Nox grenade? That's the biggest question.
Shots being exchanged, shots being fired. First knock does go to Alliance though. Couple of kills going to be traded out though. It's one player alive for Alliance. Here's all taken to the skies to try and delay things here. He'll come down and LG will win the first game in the winners bracket here. Gas, and he might be about to make things a little bit smelly.
But ACEND might actually be able to rat out to a top 3 here because the circle only holds 2 teams, LG and ACEND right now. Moist might be able to rotate on the northern side. They should get in comfortably. But DARKZERO, NRG, FaZe, they've all got to move at the same time. Whilst Alliance is going to press LG Chivas, this is going to be mental.
Alliance look like they want to make the moves. They have to make the move. The zone forces them to do so. They get inside the building. Hackage can't get the knock. There's the black hole going in, but LG avoided. And now Hackage, no they don't, he comes back down. NRG eliminated in the meantime. Hackage and Yuki trying to do what they can to keep the hopes and dreams of Alliance alive in this game number 2.
Gold knockdown shield does wonders. I don't think they'll get the res, but they might get up to full health. DARKZERO and FaZe start to head to this fight now as this building is just absolute chaos. This is where you need to communicate with the rest of the squad.
I mean, and LG are doing an amazing job here of holding the fort. They will not let anyone in. They should be able to get the thirst as well. They might be able to clean that fight up themselves. Alliance lose 2. LG down to 1 though, as Yanya's feeling the pressure.
Yanya, a lot of pressure, but he goes up into the skies. ACEND, the rat, Kashira is still alive right now as well, as now Yanya re-engages and comes up from above. Alliance eliminated in 6th place. LG Chivas still hold.
Can they get the res though? That's the question. Is there anyone there to really pressure them? Kashira's still alive. As the solo player here for ACEND, and like you were saying, he might be able to do something a little bit special here. DARKZERO somehow have forced their way into zone as well, but they are broke for economy. They have no shields to play with.
Oh no! Walks into a full 3 as DARKZERO were there waiting. The ambush is perfect. 4 squads remain. DARKZERO, Moist Esports, FaZe, and a weakened LG Chivas, who have been holding this building throughout the entirety of this game. But again, this is great points for LG, who had already won the previous match, putting themselves in a great spot for potential grand finals.
This is a great performance from FaZe as well. Moist still down on that low ground, and now all of a sudden Moist might be in a pretty good position because other teams are going to have to fight and scrap. They can enter this fight pretty late if they wanted to. LG still alive and up to 2 on the left-hand side of your screen. It's not perfect, but they'll take it.
I feel like this last circle is going to be dictated by how FaZe play this. If FaZe decide to go inside and then push out to DARKZERO, it could ruin DARKZERO's game. If they go outside, then LG Chivas could get rolled over, and then Moist might try and jump on it as well. That would then help DARKZERO, who at the moment are just holding one of the best positions. They've got height, they've got a little bit of cover, but LG are going to poke around this corner and could make life difficult for DZ as FaZe do go through the middle.
Also, DARKZERO have got some shields, and it might have been that donation from Kashera which has kept them in this game with an opportunity to win it. DarkVeil goes down from LG here. Do they see Moist below them? That's the question. DARKZERO are looking to line up FaZe. FaZe trying to get some info themselves, and all of a sudden, the ultimates are going to be used. It's DarkVeil, it's Exhibit. Everything is being thrown at this final fight.
Yeah, this is where you're going to be really looking at your catalysts to be doing a lot of work, bouncing between the DarkVeils, getting the information, relaying that to the team about where you need to be going next. DARKZERO still hold a fantastic position, but all these DarkVeils are going to be falling very soon, and that's when suddenly all the gunfire matters. LG Chivas do get eliminated.
LG down as we find ourselves with the final 3. The zone is going to creep up. And the black hole, like you say, from DARKZERO is going to deny FaZe leaving for a few extra seconds, but there's a DarkVeil from FaZe. They should be able to escape. Are they going to be able to time it? Are DARKZERO going to dare to push as FaZe now? And DARKZERO, they take each other on head-to-head. Points come down from the skies. Are they going to be able to capitalize on this damage? Zero is the last alive. He will go down. FaZe trying to hold. Moist just have Waltzy, and all of a sudden, that's all they need. Apex South take their turn to call themselves a champion. All eyes on Alliance at the moment. They are the ones with the height. The only problem for them is kind of Exet at the moment. Exet might be able to do a little bit of poke damage as they leave, which could cause some problems for them. So it's about managing economy, it's about managing the shields as you move in towards those final moments.
This is where compositions are going to come in handy as well. That Seer is going to be everything. The DarkVeils to give you a little bit of cover, even bang smoke.
And we're forgetting about Yuki on the caustic. Nox gas in that final zone could be such a difference maker here. As FNACTIC now look to take space, everyone has to leave the building. Moist, they have to leave. E6 will leave. Moist are down, XAir down. It's 7 squads now, and who is going to be the one team to survive? Alliance still there, FaZe still there. E6 have been eliminated as well, as FaZe and Snipe down try and survive.
I mean, even having a Valkyrie here could be big, because you can get up in the sky, you can avoid some of this play, but Snipe down and Frex as a 2 still doing their job. Alliance get eliminated, and now Snipe down goes down as well, and dropping from this southern side. They had one of the best positions, but they're down to 2 as well.
Well, here comes FNACTIC though. FNACTIC, you saw the EMP being hit. We saw them win this game yesterday, where they popped off in that 1v1. NRG gone as well. FNACTIC just looking for their final victims. 3 squads remaining, as Umachan goes to work here. He will win it for FNACTIC. They will be the champions of game number 3. And once again, show the power of APAC North.
Naked, look at this visual, double exhibit. I cannot, this diagram is not what I want to see right now, because on the other side, you also have Exet in this fight. Geo, they get eliminated. KCP in even more trouble. 1 member left, Pulverex here, has been taken out. 9 squads in this area alone, and that's going to be KCP falling.
No one is safe right now. DARKZERO have somehow managed to just creep their way in down the south side of the zone. NRG looking at them while ACEND try and deal with Oxygen on the inside. Moist, they've actually been waiting up to the north side of this zone for the longest time, currently leading the lobby with some of the KP they have picked up here in this game.
Moist and NRG have been in this next circle, just wondering, where is everybody? As it's all dwindled down, the Cascade Falls now here into this action. So many nades being tossed out. The Arcs or the Thermite from ACEND. R9 and Wingman in the hand of fun. They know that there's a squad right above them. The piercing spikes to help protect them as the insurance policy, as it's Oxygen Esports that are popping the ultimate accelerant to get another exhibit online.
You can see how important those were when you're trying to track multiple teams coming around you in and on top of your buildings. DARKZERO look like they're down to 2, and Moist actually just need to hope that there's few enough teams that there's the rotation they're going to have to make in the next 15 seconds is cleared. Because NRG, they spent a lot of that time down the southern side of the circle, making sure that they were, just thinning out the numbers in this lobby. But now they realize that if they let Moist come in on top of them, that could be a big problem. So they switch back to the north vantage point.
And holding two different angles there too. You have two members of NRG on the high ground, one on the low ground, looking at this fight that we currently are looking at between Exit and Oxygen. Here comes the push for Moist onto that other building where TSM has been this entire time. 5 squads left. Moist needs to be careful though. If they do decide to push on this building, they're in the clear line of sight of NRG right behind them. Yes, the cat wall has come up, but you have to look over to your right side. NRG is just going to continue trying to grease from here while you take this fight.
Oh no, Bryce is going to go down. They now have to contend with the ring as well, trying to get some armor swaps. Waltzy can't make it into the zone. That's a rough one for them, but it's well played by NRG, who are the puppet masters right now. They are in control of all of the strings as TSM go down to Oxygen. Surely NRG can win this from a fantastic position.
No way!
They have played all game.
Aiden out here with the beam on the nape, and the moment they close in the gap, Oxygen Esports, they put it in the bag. Hold that circle. We'll hold the KP, and we'll hold game 4 on store point.
Impressive display by the DARKZERO boys just to win the 3v3. Meanwhile, 5 other teams remain. We saw TSM, NRG go down. Those guys at the hands largely of Moist Esports, who have just made their way in blow by blow into this final circle. It's going to end right in the middle there. In between those 3 rocks, essentially, is where the zone is closing to. Gambare Otosan, they have that southern position. You can see lots of fences going down. This is going to be a great spot for them. Meanwhile, I believe it's just TSM Imperial Hell left alive. And then we've got Pulverex on the east.
Oh, Moist, having to be careful. I'm not over. That was crazy. Dropping down with some style here, really calling it out. Moist having to be careful though on this slight high ground. See the gravity lift right behind them, finding the opportunity. TSM finally get eliminated by Pulverex, calling him out. Moist, they see the cat wall right in front of them. This is going to be their opportunity to try to rotate right through. Creeping Barrage has already been called in to avoid the caustic gas. EMP has come in next. Gambare Otosan, look at their position on this south point with the comp that allows them to make the magic work. The Newcastle, the Watson, and the Gen that's going to be up.
Okay, 3 teams left, all with 3 members left alive. Gambare, you can see they're fighting to get into that winner's bracket. So into the final from this winner's bracket. They're 12th currently. A couple of points here could mean everything for them in this second last game. Moist, Pulverex, GO, who's in the better spot? It looks like Moist are going to be in a really rough spot. Once they pull out the angles they're getting taken here, I don't think it's going to be them.
But what do they do here? They had used the cat wall earlier. They have no cover like Gambare and Pulverex. Pulverex has Rampart walls. Gambare has Newcastle wall if they have the ult already since they used it earlier. Still, so much positioning that they can work off of from the rocks in the middle, but it's about who's going to approach and deal with MT. You see Dogma now trying to find that last straggler of Moist. They get taken out in 3rd. 2 squads left. It's Gambare Otosan versus Pulverex, and you already get the knock onto FChan. Get down, Mr. President, as Newcastle moves in, finds the opportunity, allows the rest of his team to finish up the game, so that way they take game number 5. FNACTIC on the low ground. E6 is a team trying to contest them from the bridge that we saw that one solo from Pulveric hanging out in. Love these different angles that we're also seeing. It benefits the way that Zane has his weapon loadout with the charge rifle.
Yeah, exactly. With the death boxes there, he can switch over later. Charge rifle just for the Evo upgrades, and then he can, who knows, double Prowler. We saw Effect rocking that the other day, did nuts amounts of damage with it. Oxygen coming in now. We've got 3, actually 4 Element 6 down the bottom of this building. It just got a little more crowded in here.
It's a party, and you know what? E6, Oxygen, they love to be invited to these parties here. Guild already benefiting off of this, though, on the fight that's happening on the top of Barometer as ACEND fighting for their actual lives out here to stay in the winner's side. Fun, trying to go for the shield top. He manages to do it. Amazing swap up with the Black Hole getting called in. Playing off the knockdown. Isn't going to be enough, and it isn't going to be enough points for them to benefit from.
Really, it's only Geo and Pioneers now who have a chance to go up. Geo out as well. Okay, eyes on Pioneers, 22 points currently. They would have to jump up at least 10 points to put themselves into tomorrow automatically. Otherwise, well, a couple of fans out there might see another series from them today.
Definitely in the bag, definitely doable here for the KCP squad. So exciting as they exit out of the rooftop, looking for some room inside of this building. There's another team right next to them, though. Need to be careful, maybe FNACTIC. I know Oxygen was also on the high ground here. You see Exhibit getting called in. They have the information that they need.
Yeah, Bangol is available. It's not going to help them on the inside, of course. They might want the Horizon Black Hole for that, but they can screw with the teammates around them and on top of this building if they want to lay down that flare.
Oh, it's raining squads, and that's Sear Tech!
Oh, no.
The silence and the slow! Grief Nasty there, allowing Oxygen to open up the opportunity to wipe out the KCP squad. No more chance. They go down in 6.
FaZe, I think, are actually going to make it through. Ooh, could even come down to a tiebreaker there, Mickey, with FaZe versus Gambare Otosan there with 31 points apiece. The bottom 10 out of contention now and sent into the losers bracket. We will give you guys the full stats after this game, but now the teams play for seeding points. TSM, Oxygen, FNACTIC, Alliance, and DARKZERO.
Looking at this fight, double catwall and the Exhibit being called in. Oxygen having the high ground over TSM, wrapping around, going wide, gets the meltdown. FNACTIC in all the trouble. Meanwhile, huge shots right there with the Kraber. Are you kidding me? Yuka looking reach the face, saying hasta la vista. 8 ain't going down. Oxygen out. Alliance climbing in now to get on top. This is the opportunity. Hockeys with the Lions take our last game on store points.
A multitude of kills, and that's kind of how you need to do it. 8 eliminations. If they can take the win and get the full placement points on this, it's going to be the game they need.
We're going to be running low on munitions for a lot of squads. There's not a whole lot left in this zone. 45 seconds until this closes, and Jailings even are conserving meds as we speak. Something is going to break for these squads. ACEND are the only ones still actively poking. For the moment, Go Next and Jailings, they are waiting for the game to force them out into the open.
I love that he's hoarding his ARCstars for that end game as well, right? Doesn't have a whole lot of light ammo to boot, but being able to throw 2 ARCstars, stun up your enemies, and really close the gap. But this is really interesting, right? You got NA team on the left, 2 EMEA teams on the right. There are 7 of the 10 EMEA teams in this elimination bracket, and 2 of them have made it to the top 3.
Important stall tactic for these squads. We're going to try and pull a FNACTIC now. Jailings take to the sky. Everybody shooting at them. We'll see if this ends up being like FNACTIC's play from earlier when they dropped down, but instead they're going to make it up to the apex of the jump. ACEND now fighting just up against Go Next is off in the distance. Jailings are still trying to stall. Go Next know they have to fight Exet. They're sandwiched now, and Exet have just as clear of an idea, trying to push Go Next back. They've got one low and one falls. Go Next as a duo are still sandwiched, and they will go down soon.
Could see your exhibit there, and now they just need to keep pushing forward, keep taking space, but JMW is also going to get a piece of Go Next. 2 squads remaining. J-Links versus Exet. Who will come on top? They made the push first. Nocturnal's going to go down. Fun, incredibly low here, but Sight should be able to suppress the fights here while they are waiting, but J-Links still has all 3 members standing.
Look at JMW, the world champion himself. He manages to clutch it up, defend his team, and J-Links take another win.
Is that 3 back-to-back technically from the last 3 games that J-Links has played?
I suppose it is. Seven squads left, and Riddle push up, continuing in their stead. FaZe are on the ropes with Digis through the smoke. Riddle Order are in charge of this engagement. Bloodhound still in their hands, but on the other side of this, 100 Thieves are coming up behind Riddle. Mia K spots them out. The Catalyst wall drops, and it's Riddle's time to play 2 sides of the fight.
I know we were talking about Effect early on with Alliance being the Grim Reaper, but I'm starting to think that Mia K is taking that place. This trio of Riddle Order is so synergetic, and Yukio is dealing significant damage, has the Prowler fully kitted out, but we have to keep an eye on the amount of ammo, but it doesn't matter because the Prowler will drop you in less than 4 bursts.
100 Thieves putting up great defense. Skirly able to keep the squad alive for now. Backslot drops, however, and it's just up to Skirly, just up to the horizon, shooting through knockdown shields. It's a close range fight like no other, with only 7 teams left. We got time for this fight to go off, but Tappy finishes him off, and Riddle stay alive.
Riddle Order, you are insane. Exet is down, 100 Thieves is down, 5 squads remaining, and Blackhead has finally left Stormcatcher and are making their way through the corridors, trying to take on J-Links?
And they literally just walk up to J-Links and take 2 of them out. We've still got, I believe, 1 member of J-Links left, but that's down on the low ground, and that not even for long. There we go. J-Links are out. 4 squads are left. Blackhand hold the high ground. Riddle Order own the low ground. 1 singular member of Naked. Say hello to Pinky, and all of FaZe still stand.
Oh, but Yukio is playing. He's looking for Pinky, and you can see Mia K is also trying to wrap around Blackhand, though, as a full 3 stack, but just before Naked has been eliminated. But Boogie here going straight on in, looking to get some opening damage, but the Dark Veil is coming out.
Riddle Order have already suffered losses. Blackhand's time is the 3rd party as the fight finishes. No squads have dropped yet, but Blackhand take on FaZe nonetheless. Eliminating Snipe down, taking him out of the fight, and FaZe are going to go out first, leaving just 1 member of Riddle left standing. Just enough to clinch 2nd place as Blackhand will take the win.
Currently in 1st place overall are taking on Dreamfire.
Height full thirsted by the Thermite. That's 1 less member that you're going to have to deal with permanently during this zone close. Dreamfire are trying to hold on to the area right underneath Blackhand. And Blackhand are doing their work for them. The protectors of Dreamfire are farming the rest of the lobby.
Naked's rotation just stifled, but let's jump on board with Blackhand in a listen and see how they're going to approach this.
Two teams on roof, just chill. Just chill. We're good.
They're dying.
I'm gonna pick up the store. 12 enemies infected. 12 enemies infected.
Let me heal.
Yeah. I'm queuing. I don't have Q. Chill. I have Q now. Pick.
I have to bet.
Yeah, miss. Go back. Double that.
All right, checking in with FaZe. They've approached. They are looking to challenge KCP for the God Spot, and if Frex can hold on, they'll be able to take it, but no! Kansas City Pioneers hold the God Spot. squad.
The early rotation pays off, but Riddle jump on them. They're on him like a sack of bricks. KCP do not survive this with Yukio on the chase. Pioneers go down. Riddle usurping their position with an excellently placed smoke, and they turn their attention to the rest of the lobby. The rest of the lobby, the win that I'm almost certain is going to be Riddle's.
It needs to come from them, and they are just looking down the barrel at the 2 remaining squads that are holding their path towards a match win. Can they make this happen?
And the scary thing is that Riddle don't even need this. Remember, it's about being in top 10, but Riddle show no mercy. The final 3 squads, both having to go up against them, this is going to come down to a game of Bangalore smokes, of Catalyst walls, and you know just as well as I do that Riddle are going to be ready with the Digis especially. No ability to throw down a Catalyst wall. For a moment, Black Hand don't have one. Riddle, let's hear from them.
起こしてね。起こさせた方がいい。右右右。まあダウン出たら行った方がいいかも。
いや、待っていいと思う。うざそう。
左左左左左。
漫画。右右次右。漫画か。次右。一回負けよ。できたら。これ終わった。こっち見て。右の漫画。待ってる。やったよ。
Riddle Order, your winners of match number 3. That KCP phase fight that Riddle Order was able to third party was the pivotal position for this win.
FC Destroy, though, you have to say they are in the winning position at the moment, but I have seen teams lose it from here.
Very, very true. The good news for them is that everyone else who has to kind of come towards them are stacked up on each other. I mean, look at this in front of us right now. Dreamfire, Onyx, KCP all have to leave here. And FC Destroy can focus on them, can try and do something with that and pick off the KP that's left over. For now, though, Onyx Esports trying to hold on inside of the truck, trying to exchange fire and trying to survive, but they have to leave at some point.
Yeah, they're going to have to leave now. Zone's coming through. Dreamfire also going to be leaving at the same time. Braver in action. Onyx will lose one as Pioneers start to make their move.
They get one. Racket's going to go down from Onyx, but Dreamfire is still a problem. FaZe eliminated in the meantime. Dreamfire do come out, it seems, as the sole winners of that fight, or at least a survival race. And now with the Black Veils down, might have a second just to reset. The question is, does Roy still have that Kraber? Because he's been in that kill feed popping off.
Yeah, these Dark Veils are going to be massive for teams just to try and avoid attention, but you can go up into the sky, but it's going to be like play pigeon shooting. You will be taken down. Pioneers eliminated. 7 squads remain as Dreamfire are still alive, and they are cooking.
The crowd is loving it as Pioneers will fall. Dreamfire continue to move forward. 3MZ has gone down, but with 7 squads remaining, more shots like this might be more KP.
It's just about now taking your fights and hitting your shots, but it looks like it could be the end for Dreamfire. Roy, the last remaining player, does not do enough as Dreamfire eliminated. And now suddenly all attention goes back to the likes of FC Destroy, who are holding center zone as we've got 6 squads remaining.
Let's jump into an E6 listening right now. They are getting hyped. They are so close right now.
I'm with you.
I'm getting more sitting on the smoke. I'm checking left. Come
right here, running back.
Don't go crazy. It's a team above you, okay? Okay, I'm coming back. On top, flying, flash. Yeah, I need to heal. Nice, let's do. Just play slow for a second. Just heal. Yeah. I just need to heal. Just wait. Careful there,
I'm gonna pop a syringe here.
The right is playing bottom. Can you put it bottom? Well, I'm coming with you.
There's no one bottom on the left. No one.
It is. They're playing on the other side of it. Okay, come in, swing. Help me right now.
Okay.
One's pushing me. Oh, John.
Nice.
I'm coming back. Yeah, we find.
Just wait. They're gonna fight now.
Can we climb up, baby? On the right. Play the heady on the right.
Okay.
We still have lots of time, boys.
Yep.
Very good. Can we keep bottom?
Yeah, we can.
Help me right now. Hit up that.
Good on me, good on me, good on me.
I'm sudden. Max, I'm going left.
I'm with you, Joe.
I'm jumping forward. Careful. We're good, we're good.
Okay, I'm with you.
The intensity is there from E6. The bubble is down, but can they wrap? But can they survive here? Down, everybody is stacked up. They're trying to finish off Blackhand.
The FC Destroyer going to poke out as soon as they see anything in this kill feed case when he's so weak and he goes down. This is bad news for E6.
And surely this just opens the door now for FC Destroyer to move in. It does! They had zone. They had the fortress. And FC Destroy put up a big game under pressure.
They're gonna hit us now. You ready? Okay, plays back over to our spot. Yeah, I'm going back to our spot. I got naded. I'm 1 HP. Bringing them up top. Yep. I'm trying to look coming up to you, man.
I'm dead. I'm gonna die.
My spot's safe again, man. They're gonna pick me and I'm dead. Good with you. They're still above us on the southeast. Yep. I got 2 of them on scan.
There's a full team where I died. Full team where I died.
Zero. I'm gonna burn zero.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah, do it.
I smoked above us. No shield heals. Pop a syringe?
Yeah. They're gonna drop on us pretty soon. Next tier Q they're going to.
We can play off it. Yep,
I'm looking over here. Yeah, I'm looking over here. Can we scan in front, please?
Yep, scanning now. Nothing on the left side.
On me! 1 on 2 on 1!
Complexity will fall, but they force themselves inside of the top 9. FaZe have been holding onto the edge of this cliff for the entire time down, as now we see Fire Beavers in a fight too.
And that was the whole reason why Complexity were worried, because FaZe were above them, but now FaZe get involved in the fight. It's Blackhand who are on the receiving end, as FaZe finally will push in and do the damage, but they're also just scarpering back up this mountain. They know full well that if they can just slowly but surely edge their way in, they are still in a good spot. But the team in the best spot is still Exet at the moment. They were on the tower earlier and they control a lot of the zone.
Frex has gone down, Blackhand eliminated, FaZe taking control, as Snipe down is the king of the castle, up on top of this rock, trying to do what he can to clear the way.
It's FaZe and 100 Thieves going at it at the moment. Snipe down does get the bat off, but Phony needs to be joining him to help him, but this is a tough fight to take. You're looking up and you've got rocks that are just holding those ledges and those head glitches that makes it difficult. Good decision though, make those shield swaps.
Nocturnal fun, you can see them. Exit still in that great position, but look, ACEND! ACEND have taken the high off them on the drill tower, and all of a sudden Exit, who have been in such a good position for the majority of this game, have given it up to ACEND!
FaZe have lost 1, make it 3, FaZe are out, as we also see several players trying to push in and take this position. ACEND in everything right now!
Lucas going in, go next! Are gonna have to live up to their name. 1 more game remaining for them, but this one is done and dusted. Fun is still alive for Exit as a solo. ACEND, what a play that was.
Also have 1 remaining player from Firebeavers as a rat as well. So it's ACEND, it's Exet, Firebeavers, and 100 Thieves, but it's ACEND who have the full 3 at the moment. Oh, the main! But it looks like ACEND are in prime position to win this one.
Oh, they want to push this one. They're trying to Watson fence up to make sure that Exet cannot escape. Exet did get the res momentarily, but Nocturnal now been finished off. 100 Thieves though, they're gonna take the high ground on the last second with the grab lift.
Well, of course, you still have to move away from this high ground, and ACEND know that. That's why they've backed off slightly, but 100 Thieves are a full 3 as well. 100 Thieves versus Exet with just a couple of rats getting in the way at the moment, and they really can dictate how this final circle is gonna go. I'm not sure anyone even knows that 9 Imps is there at the moment from Firebeavers.
ACEND try and take the low ground below. 100 Thieves, Exit eliminated. They are done and dusted, and we are down to 3 teams. Firebeavers, 9 Impulse, it's all up to you to try and survive, but he's getting focused, but the gold shield is going to be massive here. He gets 1 sell-off, but it's not enough. 2 squads remaining, 100 Thieves are sending it.
They have, but they've lost Backslon, so you've got to do the damage, trade 1 for 1. It's a 2 versus 2 here as 100 Thieves goes through the smoke.
Scurry moves in, but all of a sudden he seems to have lost track of where they are. And now he falls behind 1, he falls behind 2, it's a 1v1! Scurry's down, ACEND win it!
ACEND, when their backs are against the wall, they pull out the biggest game they could have possibly wanted. Go Next eliminated. Go Next will not be in the finals tomorrow. J-Lings are preying on so many teams' downfall. Dreamfire go down, ACEND go down, Complexity out as well.
And for Pioneers, this opens the door for them. It would be another fantastic performance from the EMEA team, who have struggled so much in the back end of the season. In all of the build-up in the scrims, international scrims, they have not looked like themselves, but now they are starting to believe. 100 Thieves have just been eliminated. They were in 6th position overall.
They should be okay. 36 should be enough. At the moment, 10th is 29 points. It is still J-Lings who hold on to 10th place. Pioneers are 4 points behind J-Lings though. Naked, 6 points behind Pioneers. There is a real chance that Pioneers could steal this spot away from J-Lings, and also there's still a chance that Naked, Realize, and Entropic with a big game could also take that spot.
Gridlord are just eliminated, but their job is done. They will be joining us tomorrow for the match point finals. But Pioneers, sometimes there's just something about certain teams when you start to count them out, when you start to think maybe this is the end of the road for them, they pull out something special. Optic Gaming still alive, by the way. Holding on for dear life as a 2. I still don't know how they made it in that building.
I have no idea. And Optic at 33 points, they're hoping that that would be enough as well, but you just at this point want to get into that top 5, get more placement points. The Pioneers are starting to get a little bit antsy. They have to move up slightly, but the building will still be in this next zone. But of course, you'll be exposed from height. This is so tough. Northeption eliminated. That's their tournament done. Naked, though, still with a chance of pushing themselves into that top 10 as they start to make their move. And onto the height for KCP. They're doing the damage.
This is the play from Naked, but it's held off by KCP. They had to force them off. They had to win this fight. And even though they haven't been taken down yet, that might be the game and tournament continuing play coming in from Pioneers. Exit eliminated in the meantime. Teams remaining on the right-hand side. You can see Naked still alive, but now they are out, and now they are done.
No Championship Sunday for Naked. Pioneers still 1 point off of J-Lings, who currently hold 10th position. There is still a
Optic are gone!
No, Optic are gone! Pioneers knock J-Lings out of the tournament, and Pioneers may have just done enough. The only teams that could stop J-Lings and could stop Pioneers would be Realize and Entropic with a big old win here.
What a tournament this has been so far, and we've still got the match point finals ahead of us. Realize still alive, Dan. Still alive.
Still alive. I mean, it's
got some KP alongside it as well. Obli, Sangjun, Karampu, all of them need to do something special in this endgame.
It would have to be a win for Realize to just kick KCP from that 10th spot. Tough for J-Lings as they watched on. They now know that they will not be in the grand finals. They drop down into 11th position.
I mean, FaZe are still holding on as well. FaZe are currently in 9th position. They're only 3 points ahead of Pioneers as it stands.
But as soon as Realize or Entropic go out,
speaking of FaZe,
they should be okay.
Speaking of FaZe, we're gone! FaZe are out! Oh, that changes everything!
FaZe still in 9th at 33 points. Firebeaver starting to get aggressive. As this circle begins to close, Pioneers have lost 1, but the bubble goes down, and Zane is still shredding with the car.
You made your name on the big stage, Zane, and it's time to do it again for KCP. Can he get the res here? Realize holding zone.
Suddenly, FaZe are now the team at risk, and the only team that would push them out would be Realize. Pioneers are going to be safe. They're going to be in the grand finals. But are FaZe going to make it? 2 squads remain, and Realize are one of them.
There's no way this happens. Realize win the game!
Oh, but
Realize win